Hi folks, it is Vince the Evil DM, and welcome back to another episode of my channel, I guess, so to speak. But this episode is going to be talking about a North Texas RPGCon wrap, and the things that I had purchased or picked up when I was at the convention. It's a great convention. If you don't know about it, you can go to North Texas RPGCon or RPG.com. I'll get a link down in the notes below. And you can, it's every June, right after Memorial Weekend, and you can go there from about Wednesday to Sunday. Old school gaming at its finest, probably one of the best conventions out there to date for old school gaming. I do like attending. Mike is doing a fabulous job running that convention now that Doug has passed away. And I appreciate everything he's done, and I appreciate the convention and the people that go there, the great people that go there. You meet all the old school gaming people you want from the TSR alumni that are alive and kicking, that are there. They're there to see and, sign and have good stories with you. It's fun. I played in a couple games myself. Phase Rip Tactics was one of them. AD&D 1E was another. There was a Toon game going on that I was trying to get into, but I could not. There was a Star Wars D6 game that I did kind of sit in for a little while. And they were all pickup games, but there were a lot of games that were on the schedule that I could not get onto, but a lot. Glenn, Old Man Grognard, ran his Gangbusters game for BX by Mike Hunt. I was looking forward to that, but I missed it. Son of a bitch, Glenn. And, lots of stuff like that. But I did visit the vendor area, which is also another fun area to go because there's lots of old school gaming stuff there to pick up. And pretty much I was hanging out towards Bad Mike's booth there because he had a bunch of boxes that were donated to him. Some guy dropped off all these boxes and said, here, take them, sell it, and donate anything you can to the con for me on my behalf. And it was just amazing because it was 100% profit for the con. So some things that I did pick up there, I'm going to show you. I got some books from there as well. Like I got these Shadowrun novels right here. These classic Shadowrun novels that are usually hard to find and pick up. These things like that I grabbed. Some interesting things that I did pick up, and let me grab my bag here, from his booth. And here is the bag that you get when you sign up for the convention. They give you one of these little baggies to hold around it. But the interesting thing I found out from the convention, from that booth, was a guy dropped off some custom books like this, which I'm assuming he probably did at something like Lulu or something. And this is basically the GURPS book. And it has both books in it. And it's pretty much one of those custom binding books, which I picked up because I like GURPS, so why not, right? Another thing that I had picked up there as well was there were some comic books creators there, some custom comic books that they did. I wound up getting a Star Wars Wretched Hives and Scums of Villainy. I got this for about $10. Good condition. A book that I did not have in my collection, so I'm happy to have that in my collection. The Reaper Mini Gaming Store, or Mini Store, was there. They were doing a beta testing of their new game called Dungeon Dwellers. It's an OSR-based game by Joseph C. Wolfe. I did get the prototype beta for it, which came with some dice, and we got some Bones 6 as well, and a little thing of dice. Pretty cool. I have to look into that a little bit more. Feng Shui second edition, or is this regular edition? Regular edition, I think it is, because I've never seen the hardcover. I've only seen the soft cover of this book. This is the other one I got for about $10. There was a Shadowrun 3rd edition. I'm a big Shadowrun person. 3rd edition, 2nd edition, 1st edition are my jam. This is a beautiful copy. Binding is solid, just a little bit of wear on it. Another $10 purchase. So there's a lot of things in there that people were just kind of, giving away, things like that. If you remember the old Mayfair DC Heroes game, and then it went to Blood of Heroes, and then from there, Ray Winger made Underground, which was his version of the game and the license. And I got the Underground Notebook, which I've never seen this before, which I thought was kind of cool. It has some locations, people, and places in here, and I've never actually seen this, but I've seen the actual Underground book. I have it. The companion on my shelf, I have it, because it's the same system, but it deals with like underground fighting and superheroes that way. It's his version of the game. He kind of tweaked it to make it his own because he was the last person to actually... He wrote the system pretty much and tweaked it, so he was allowed to use the license, I'm assuming. I'm not sure how that exactly works. I'm sure he can chime in on that. As well as I did pick up a few more Shadowrun 1E supplements here as well. And here's a Star Wars Kraken dossier and adventure journals 1 through 4. All in all, it was a good convention. I had a lot of fun at it. Oh, yes, and I got another bag, and this was from David Donahue. I got the Marvel Superheroes Adventure game. He gave it to me for a deal on the last day because he was closing his booth and nobody was buying it. So I wound up getting that plus the 4 adventure modules and a extra book, roster book and everything. Plus, he threw in the actual box set itself, which that is, and it came with the actual cards and stuff in here, still sealed. I've never actually played it with the cards, and I wanted the cards itself because I like to collect. So I got it and tried it. I'm going to try it now that I have the cards. I don't mean to open them up, but the one thing I've never seen are the adventure game guides. I've never seen Adventures 1 through 3 and 4 and things like that. So when I saw that, I wanted to pick that up because they're always fun to have that as a reference to play when you're going into there and gaming. And that is pretty much everything I got at North Texas RPGCon. Hopefully, some more people will go next year. It was a little bit light this year because a lot of the flights got canceled somehow due to some weather coming into North Texas, our DFW area, and they were not able to attend. So a lot of flights got canceled. I was glad to see a bunch of people there. Eric Tankar I got to see, Glenn Hallstrom, Old Man Grognard. Got to see Need Leads from the Phase Rip Tactics game. James DeShield was there as well. He was on the live stream that I had on Friday night, I believe it was, with Glenn and Eric. Bad Mike stopped by. We had that. It was a good fun. Go over to tankarstavern.com. Yeah, not tankarstavern.blogspot.com to go check out his videos and everything like that. All in all, fun convention. If you have the time to come to North Texas, you want to do some old school gaming, book it. I don't think you can book it right now, but you can book it again and get into some old school gaming. Fly in. There's plenty of room. It's a great convention. Again, they stay at the Marriott, I believe it is. Marriott Westin, or whatever the hotel name is, I'm not sure. It'll be right on the website. It's 5 days of fun and gaming. If you can afford it, it's well worth it. It's some people say that Gary Con is better. This convention is better. This is more of a home feeling family convention. I've never actually been to Gary Con. I know a lot of celebrities go to Gary Con, and I don't think Gary Con is personable like North Texas RPG Con, though I can't really speak to because I've never been there. But I don't really want to go to Wisconsin or wherever it is. So, no, I'd rather go to this convention. This is my one convention I like to go to per year. I used to go to Gen Con until that became way too, full up with people. And this is, this is my convention. I went to Mepicon when I lived in Pennsylvania. That's a great little convention too. It has some old school gaming there. They have some people that run AD&D and stuff like that there as well. There's one guy named Dan. He always runs, or did, run a 1E adventure. He said he used to actually play on the back porch of Gary's house when he was younger. Said he knew Gary quite well and played in his games on his porch. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to say he's a liar, but it was good to see that he actually implemented AD&D as if Gary was running it. So, I mean, he could have. Who knows? Games were fun. That's all I cared about. So, check out that too. Mepicon is, if you're in Pennsylvania, that's in Middle East Pennsylvania. Or Middle Eastern Pennsylvania. I should say Middle East Pennsylvania. Sorry about that. With that said, I'm going to head out. A short video for this today. Think I'll be doing a live stream later this week with Glenn and Tankar for a North Texas RPGCon rap show. Bad Mike, I don't know. I was invited to it. I don't know what day it is. Look for it. I'll be sitting down to create some more videos this week, possibly for Shadowrun, going over the 1E rule set, which I'm having fun doing, reading. Now that I got a bunch of modules, and of course I got the Granddaddy, the Seattle sourcebook as well. I picked that up a while back because it's always good to have a sourcebook setting for Shadowrun. I mean, you could use the book. It doesn't really matter, but I like to have that little extra oomph for my games. So with that said, I'm going to head out. Keep it original, keep it old school. Good night, everybody.